Gemini. This will be a weekly reading for your sign, okay? I just want to quickly explain the spread for this reading. On this first level, I'm going to pull one card to represent your energy this week. How you're handling situations, what your mindset is like, that will kind of be indicated from that first card. And then on the second level, I'm going to select three cards to represent the themes that you're working through this week. And then on the bottom, I'm going to select 2 cards each to clarify those themes, okay? So Gemini, let's get started. And this first card I'm pulling is from the Angels of Abundance Oracle deck. Okay, Gemini. The card that I just selected is Partnership. Now in this reading, I'm going to focus less on the wording and the description of the card. How I read is really based on what I'm picking up from the illustrations. Now I'm going to pick 3 cards. This is from the Akashic Tarot for your themes for this week. But already with this first card I'm picking up, you're coming into a new cycle. I feel like there's a lot of new developments going on in your life, and I feel like this could be job, new relationships, maybe some of you are relocating, but I feel like there's newness in multiple areas of your life, and I feel like your perspective is really reflecting this. I feel like you have a lighter, more playful energy than you have had in the recent past. So this is really a time I think you're going to look back on and be like, wow, that was a great time, that was a happy time, okay? There's just like a lightness and sweetness and innocence to your energy this week. Okay, Gemini. So we have Birth, we have the Queen of Forces, and we have 2 Worlds. Okay, Gemini, what I'm getting with this, I feel like that first card really reiterates what I was saying before. I feel like this is a time of new beginnings for you and kind of like merriment. This is a lighter energy than I feel like you've had earlier in this year, or maybe even the past few years. I feel like there were a lot of soul lessons that you were working through, and this time for you is really about new beginnings. In the middle, we have the Queen of Forces, and I feel like that represents that transition energetically this week into that lighter energy, and I feel like that is being brought about by these new developments in your life. 2 Worlds, I feel like that kind of represents the ending of something. I feel like perhaps you couldn't express yourself, or you had a passion that you weren't like, or you had something that was a passion of yours that was a hobby, and now you're making it a career. I feel like in some way you're kind of embodying your true self, and I feel like that's what's represented in that card. And I think that again is part of those changes, those new changes that I mentioned earlier. So let's get some cards to clarify. We have the 4 of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. We have the 9 of Pentacles and Justice. We have the 9 of Cups and the 6 of Swords. Okay, Gemini. Yeah, I feel like you have been smart enough. I feel like you've been listening to your inner guidance, and that is what is bringing about this new life almost. I feel like this is kind of your reward for all the hard inner work that you have achieved, that you're coming out of. With the Queen of Forces underneath, I see the 9 of Pentacles and Justice. What I'm getting with that is you're really like embodying your truth. You are living from a true a truer place than you did in the past. I feel like perhaps you didn't really show the world who you really were, what your values were. You kind of kept things within you, but now you've lost a lot of fear through this inner work that you've done, and you're content with life. I feel like you have a content attitude with life, and you're not fighting it. And I feel like by opening up your energy, then you're opening up yourself to all these new opportunities, all of these changes. And I do again see physical relocation for some of you. Perhaps that is going to be offered like in the near future during these fall months, but I definitely see a lot of changes because of your change in mindset. Okay, Gemini, thank you so much for watching, and take care.